Hi nursery! I'm going to do some counting today, but outside in the garden with my chickens, because I found a funny story and it's called Count Your Chickens, and it's all about chickens. And I have chickens outside, and you might see them, they keep going backwards and forwards, so maybe you could see if you could count these chickens. But shall we read this story? It's really funny. So it says, don't count your chickens. It says, when Ruth May Leghorn was 6 years old, her parents took her to a chicken show. Ruth May was thrilled. Right there and then she knew she had to have some chickens of her own. Some chickens, she said, would make me as happy as can be. Well, Ruth May wanted, Ruth May usually got. So there's lots and lots of chickens that she would like. Ruth May loved her chickens to bits. She cuddled and she coodled them, and every morning and every night she counted them. 1, 2. And she was happy, and so were the chickens. But one night Ruth May sighed and said, I'm tired of just 2 chickens. Just 2 are not a lot. I want more. I want twice as many. And since whatever Ruth May wanted, Ruth May usually got, so she wants twice as many. I wonder how many that is. Ruth May got twice as many chickens to love. She counted 1, 2, 3, 4 chickens every morning and every night, and she was happy, and so were the chickens mostly. But Ruth May was not happy for long. Counting 4 is such a bore, she sighed. I want more. I want twice as many. 8 chickens are a lot, said her mother. I think 8 is a very nice number, said Ruth May. And since whatever Ruth May wanted, Ruth May usually got. She's a bit greedy, this girl, isn't she? She would like more. Ruth May got twice as many chickens to love. Every morning and every night she counted them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it goes all the way to number 8. That's many chickens this little girl has. 8. But as for the chickens, they were getting all squashed up and growing a mite tetchy. Now did Ruth May notice? No, she did not. She loved her chickens, but she was too busy cuddling and coodling and counting. And then, guess what? Daddy, said Ruth May, what is 8 and 8? Ruth May, said her father sternly, the answer to your question is no more chickens. But Ruth May pouted, and Ruth May sulked, and she said, why, if I don't get twice as many, I shall be sad as can be. Ruth May's parents thought long and hard. They did not want her to be sad as can be. Ruth May, they said at once, please stop picking me. They said at last, tomorrow you shall have twice as many chickens. Goodness me, so she's going to have even more chickens. The next day, Ruth May got 16 chickens to love, and she was happy. But do you think the chickens are happy? I'm not sure. Are you happy? I think this chicken's happy. The chickens were not happy at all. Those chickens were feeling cooped up and crowded in, and fed up to the back teeth with being coodled and cuddled and counted. Please stop pecking me. They decided to do something about it. So the chickens are having a meeting and they're deciding what they can do. When Ruth May went to count her chickens the next morning, there was not a single one to count. Mummy, Daddy, Ruth May screamed, we've had chicken thieves. But Ruth May's mama and Dada said, come on out to the balcony, Ruth May, and look down yonder. I wonder what's down there. Ruth May looked down yonder, and there in the park were 16 chickens all scratching happily at the grass. And in the grass were 16 nests, and in those nests were 16 eggs. Ruth May's chickens had never laid eggs before. Heavens to Betsy, she cried, there is another way to multiply chickens. When those eggs hatch, I will have twice as many. Oh my goodness, that's a big number. Twice as many, said her daddy. It's far too many. Don't you think your chickens look happy where they are? Ruth May sighed. She had to admit that her chickens had never looked so fine, all pecking wild and free. And do you know what? Ruth May did not sulk, and she did not pout. Instead she thought long and hard. Maybe there was another way to love her chickens. I think, she said at last, I'm going to leave those chickens be. So she's going to leave them outside. And now, whenever Ruth May looks down from her balcony, what does Ruth May see? She sees lots and lots of happy chickens. Just far too many to count. Look at all those chickens. That is a lot, isn't it? A lot of chickens. And that is the end. What a funny story. So that was our maths today. That was all about counting chickens. And did you count to see how many I had? They were wandering backwards and forwards. There was one here. She's a bit cheeky. There she is. That's our big chicken. and she lays lots of eggs. Then we have a little one next to her, and then we have a big one, and he's a cockerel. He goes cock-a-doodle-doo in the morning, so he does wake us up sometimes, but not too much. Normally by 8 o'clock, so that's okay. So I have 3 chickens. 1, 2, 3 chickens in my garden, and they're all pecking around at the food they're eating, and I think they're very happy. I'll see you soon. Bye, nursery.